Hey, what's up guys, Gamer Critic here. I was not planning on making this video. This was really not on the docket, but after I sat down and watched the Xbox Developer Direct, I said I had to talk about this for two games in particular. Now, I'll get to those two games later, but this Xbox Developer Direct was good. It was honestly a really solid show. It's not any, for the two games in this show that absolutely blew me away, there were three other games that I thought either looked, fine or just really isn't my cup of tea. But at the end of the day, this was a good developer direct. This is exactly what Xbox needed to start 2024. First, let's go one by what we saw. So the first game that was showed off was Obsidian's Avowed, and it looked cool. It looked fine, honestly. Avowed looks like Skyrim. Mind you, I haven't played too many Bethesda games outside of Starfield and Skyrim, but yeah, it looks like Skyrim. I'll say this, the game definitely looked better than the last time that we saw it. It does look significantly better, so I can give it that. We didn't see too much of the story, or really how your choices are going to affect said story, so I can't really get too excited about that. But just on the combat alone, the way that you can dual wield your swords and your magic, and the way that you can even get guns, that's pretty sick. I don't like the look of this game, if that makes sense. Like the environments themselves looked solid. I don't hate how it looked. Like far away, the environments looked really good. But I'm not the only one that thinks that this game looks weird, right? Like the characters look off, the environments when you get close to them looks muddy. Well, I guess you could chalk it up to the game isn't finished yet, so maybe when it releases in fall 2024, it may look better. But yeah, wasn't a big fan of the look of it. Also, still no date, which sucks. I thought we were getting a date. I thought this would be the time we'd get a date, but oh no, yeah, it looks fine. It didn't really blow me away. I'm not sure if I'm gonna drop money on it just yet, but I think the potential is there. And I think if we see a little more and they spruce up the graphics a little more, I'd be more compelled to give this a shot. And next we had Hellblade. This one here, this is one of the games of the show. Hellblade looks great. This has easily become my new most anticipated game of 2024. It's up there. It's really up there. The more I see of Hellblade, the more it blows me away. The environments look gorgeous. The music sounds great. It really looks like they're sprucing up combat, making it even more brutal. Looks like the story is going in an actual unique place, which I appreciate. Yeah, it just sounds like a good sequel, stepping up everything that was in the first game and making it better. Hellblade 2 is really going hard on the binaural sound. Apparently it's gonna be more than just voices. It's gonna be environment, it's gonna be music, and I think that is going to be great. The audio in Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice is easily one of the best in the industry, so to see them get the money and the funds to really go crazy, that is beautiful. I love it. What I'm not a big fan of, okay, look, of course I'll buy the game, but I'm not happy that it's digital only. I don't like this direction games are going. Digital only is not good. I have a Series S and I still would have happily bought a physical edition for when I get my Series X. Digital only, that is really going to limit the game, and I am not happy to see that. But Hellblade 2 Senua's Saga looks wonderful, and I can't wait to play it when it launches on May 21st, and we got a date. Beautiful. But yes, I'm excited to play it on May 21st. And next, surprise, surprise, we got the rumored surprise game. They said we wouldn't get shadow drops. They didn't say we wouldn't get a surprise game. And that we got in Visions of Mana. And what do I think of Visions of Mana? It looks fine. Again, it looks fine. Honestly, I don't have too much to say about it. I mean, the way to describe the way I feel about Visions of Mana is that it looks cute. it really does look cute. It looks generic. It looks like something I've seen a bunch of times, but as a whole, it looks like a solid little action RPG with nice visuals and cool music. Yeah, Visions of Mana looks cute, perfectly passable, nice little surprise, and it releases in summer 2024, which isn't too long of a wait. Which is not too long of a wait, so that's also very cool. So I'm glad it showed up. I'm glad we got to see it. Next, we got Aura History Untold. I don't care. I feel bad to say that because I'm sure the devs worked really hard on it. I just don't care. I apologize. I just don't care. But I mean, look, but from what I saw, it looked cool. It looked cool for what I saw. It's just not my particular cup of tea. These historical building games like Civilization, these aren't it for me. So, all right, let's talk about the big dog. Let's talk about the big man on campus, Indiana Jones and the Giant Circle. It was the closing game, and I have to be honest, I wasn't entirely sold at the idea of Indiana Jones, but after seeing this trailer, I have to say, I'm ready. Bring it to me. Give it to me. Inject it into my veins. I want it. I want it so badly. Look. So, one thing you need to know about me, I also really love movies along with video games. And some of my favorite movies of all time are Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark and Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Now, I despise what cinema has done to my boy Indiana Jones with Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, this freaking new one that is so bad I'm blanking on the name, the freaking Dial of Destiny. I saw both, I hated both, and all I ever wanted was a good Indiana Jones property again. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle legitimately has the potential to be the best Indiana Jones property we have gotten in years. So the biggest thing making its rounds on the internet is how people are upset about Indiana Jones being in the first person. And admittedly, when I first saw the trailer, I was thrown aback by it too. And even right now, I'm still not 110% sold on the idea. But the more I think about it, the more I really feel like this could really work in first person. And let me tell you why. One thing we were all scared of is that this game was going to feel too similar to Uncharted and Tomb Raider. The fact that it's in the first person greatly rectifies that issue. And two, I feel like in the first person, it can get even more immersive. In the first person perspective, you feel like it, like using your whip to pull someone off a pallet or jumping across the plains at the first person looked so sick. But I gotta be honest, outside of the first person view not 110% selling me, everything else in this game, it screams like classic Indiana Jones, which is beautiful. The environments look great. It looks like it's gonna have decent puzzle solving. It looks like the set pieces are gonna be epic. It looks like it's gonna be a massive globe-trotting adventure. And the cherry on top of the sundae that is this first look, guess who's voicing Indiana Jones? Guess. My man, Troy Baker. The GOAT is voicing Indiana Jones. So at the very least, we can be sure that Indiana Jones is going to be charming and give a good performance. I am just so ready. I love Indiana Jones. I've wanted good Indiana Jones for so long. And for the first time, this legitimately seems like the Indiana Jones I have been begging for. So yeah, guys, as a whole, how was the direct? It was good. It was honestly a good direct. Indiana Jones and Hellblade 2 made the show. I'm not gonna lie. I want them. I want to play them and have them in my hand. The rest, I still need to be a little bit more convinced on, but But the important thing is nothing in this show looked bad. Like Avowed looked decent. Hellblade 2 looks incredible. That's a day one buy. Vengeance of Mana looks cute. Again, not completely sold, but looks cute. Aura History Untold, not my cup of tea, but again, looks solid. Indiana Jones, that is also a day one buy, assuming it lives up to the hype. So for those two games alone, I could say that this direct was a good time. I love that Xbox is doing these shows, man. This is good stuff. This is how you get people excited. And honestly, outside of the games, I just really like this structure. I really like that this structure is not just showing us the games, but it's also giving us an inside look. We're actually learning stuff. We're getting to know the devs. And I think that is something that a lot of other companies could stand to do. And yeah, if these Xbox games deliver, 2024 can be stronger than 2023 by a large margin. So I'm very interested to see how Xbox fares this year. And that was my thoughts on the Xbox Direct, guys. Tell me, what was game of the show? What was your favorite game to see at this show? And one other question, how do you feel about Indiana Jones being in the first person? Let me know in the comments, and be sure to follow my Instagram. That's @thegamercritic. I will put the link in my bio. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Be good people, and I will talk to you guys soon. All right, peace.